In the second episode of the Soft Electronics series for modern automatic transmissions, we'll present to you the mechatronic structure and operation. We'll briefly review its diagnostics, maintenance, and repair. The mechatronic is the control center of the gearbox. Its task is to manage the torque converter and the clutch packs in the gearbox via the transmission fluid under specific pressure. It consists of three main components: control unit, valve body, solenoids. The control unit collects and analyzes data about the current condition of the mechatronics and fluid via speed sensors, temperature sensors, and pressure sensors. From the gathered information, the control unit optimizes and executes the program for gear changing and, at the same time, monitors for errors in the electronics and mechanics. The solenoids are electro-hydraulic valves and are the executive elements of the control unit in the mechatronic. Their role is to manage the hydraulic valves in the valve body by letting in transmission fluid under specific pressure. In modern automatic transmissions, the solenoids work on a higher frequency, which helps for faster gear changing. The valve body is responsible for the hydraulic control in the automatic transmission. Its role is to manage the fluid flow to the various sections of the gearbox and the torque converter. It consists of the following components: plates with fluid paths and valve seats, gasket with gaps on specific places, hydraulic valves, springs, plastic and metal balls. In the upper plate is the manual valve, which determines whether the car is in parking, drive, neutral, or reverse position. The fluid pump is firmly attached to the crankshaft of the engine via the torque converter housing. Because of this, the fluid which is fed from the pump to the mechatronic has variable pressure depending on the revolutions of the engine. For the proper work of the automatic transmission, it's necessary to have constant and invariable working pressure. That's why, when entering the valve body, the fluid pressure is first regulated by a specific valve. After that, depending on the program execution of the control unit, various hydro valves open or close the fluid paths in the plates of the valve body, letting in fluid under pressure. These canals are connected to the clutch packets in the gearbox and torque converter. The most common defects occurring in the control unit are: the computer control of the solenoids may be incorrect, and during diagnostics, various error codes may periodically be stored as regards